silhouette in the backlight. Swear we could have met in a past life. Dreaming every night like the last time. So I end all my days with you. Yeah, we should share a backseat in a taxi to get home. No need for either of us at this point to sleep alone. 'Cause I don't like.
Hello. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I had my stream playing and I was like, why am I hearing it twice? Welcome to the second to last day of SMUTELLA, Spooky SMUTELLA. We are going to be reading Portal to Pleasure by Viano Oniomoh. And all I know is that it is some sort of male, female erotic monster novella. This is the book. And I want to say Sash might have recommended this one. I think she read it and liked it. So I was like, all right, I'll throw it in. So have you ever heard about it, Sarah?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping it's good. I think so far the favorite has been Myers. The other ones haven't been like terrible. I think we just really found as a group we are suckers for. What are we suckers for? Trauma?
Yeah, we're all just beyond messed up. We need the dark stuff, not just the weird stuff, the dark stuff too.
Yeah, I think that one, because we have been reading some like I don't even like know how to describe it because they're all different. They're all very different, but like tamer things. I think Myers just took us by surprise. We were like, whoa, what just happened?
And I think some of the other ones are like more, not comedy, but like there's more silly and like this is so crazy. Whereas Myers was intense.
Yeah. So I don't know what to expect with Portal to Pleasure, but I'm always excited when I come across a gem. I think yesterday, actually, I had started reading Horrifying by Piper CJ. And I told our group chat that I was like, I really liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Like that would be a high 4 stars. I would actually buy the book. It took me a minute because Piper CJ, I feel like writes very conceptually. I don't know if that's the right word. Intellectually. And so sometimes when I read her stuff, I'm like, what? What is going on? But like it comes together. Like you have to actually think with her books sometimes. And sometimes that's really hard when I'm just like, I want to read and not have to think. But it was a really good story that had like horny ghosts that were, I'm trying to like not spoil stuff, but there's like witches and mediums who could talk to the ghosts, and ghosts could take over people's bodies, and there may have been some gender fluidity. I don't know if that's giving away too much, but I really liked it. It was a fun time. So but yeah, we're gonna hopefully get a gem from Portal to Pleasure, and then tomorrow's book is Jacked Up by Latrexa, which is a Jack in the Box story romance. I know Crystal said she will not be reading it because I think she said she has a fear of Jack in the Box, but I was like, or clowns or whatever, and I was like, that's okay. Let's see who is here. We have Lexi continuing Myers at 75%. I feel like you may have already gotten to chapter 12 then. I'm not sure, but let us know. Hi, Donna. How are you today? That title is everything. Oh, Portal to Pleasure. I saw Tiara's most recent spooky oh gosh, I forget what they're called, like spooky reading vlog. She tries to read one spooky book a day throughout the month of October, and then her family has been picking a movie to go along with it that night. And it's been really fun watching what she gets and what she's thinking about some of these books. Hello, Paula. How are you? Hi, Ren. Hi, Megan. Reading Kingdom of Ash currently. And Ren's reading Blood Debts. Hello to Zach. What are you reading today? We're suckers for a sexy voiced man. That we are. I did get to that part. Yes, I filmed my reaction. I can't wait to see it. So now you know what everyone is talking about with chapter 12. Hello to Christina. Hello, Zach and Christina. Hi, Lexi, Zach, Paula, Ren, Tiara, and Donna from Christina. Currently watching Stranger Things with Dee Dee, so we'll be lurking. What season and episode are you guys on? Also, some reminders here. Hydrate, mummify, feed thyself. Sorry, not mummify. Hydrate or mummify. Feed thyself. Check the laundry. I'm all done with laundry. I just finished before I hopped on here. Take your meds, stretch. Also, make sure you hocus pocus the like button. Subscribe and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. And I feel like this should go without saying, but sometimes I forget to remind people to subscribe to all the lovely co-hosts that have been joining me throughout the week, because they've just been amazing. And I think we've had a great time all week. Like everyone who's come on, you know, even if the book hasn't been a banger or like our absolute favorites or whatever, we've gone through it together. You know, we've had some discussions. We found some books we loved. So yes, make sure you subscribe to everyone. And I don't think I have it updated for today because I usually will update it in the middle of the stream, but I'll go and update so you can click on people. New video added to the NetGalley November 2.0 announcement and TBR's playlist. I think I was in the middle of watching Rylands, so
I just watched that earlier.
Mm-hmm. And then Donna said, doing all right. Went to the orchard today with my youngest. Very cool. Ooh, season 4, episode 4. So you're getting really caught up for the new season coming out in just a few weeks. Thank you for the med reminder, Christina. We always need these reminders. We're getting old over here. And meanwhile, Sarah's like, I'm young. And I'm like, just wait, Sarah.
I am on medication. I'm not as healthy as I should be.
Aw.
So I feel it.
To be young, though. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull up our timer. And we're going to do this rainy autumnal background. I just noticed, I think it's getting wet over here on the floor. So hopefully it's not damaging their patio. Oops, that's not what I meant to click. But we're going to do 60 minutes. So I don't know. Let's see. This is 87 pages long. So we might finish it in the first sprint if we read kind of fast. If we both finish it or get close to finishing, we have a spinner wheel where we can pick potentially another book and see if that might be fun. All right. We will see you guys in an hour. So happy sprinting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I disappeared for a moment because I went downstairs to prepare dinner so I could go in the oven. But I got up to, I'm like almost done. I think I'm like 95% through the book. I want to say I have four pages left. And I'm ready for it to be over. What did you think about it, Sarah?
I liked it. I give it 3.5 stars.
Okay.
I thought it was a fun time. And now I'm reading a book called Jack My Lantern. It's interesting so far.
So I think here's some reasons why I think I don't like the book. Well, one, I think in a lot of books, I tend to miss the details of people or beings. So I think I've gathered that one of the beings has two peens. One of them has tentacles. And I don't know what the other one has.
Yeah, it has like spurs on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I remember that. Okay, so I think they're like aliens. Is that right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't like alien smut, and I don't like tentacle smut. So that could be why I'm not having like the best time here. But I think that there are people who for sure would enjoy this book. But I'm ready for it to be done. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the wheel to see what I get. And how long is your book?
I think it's 70 pages.
Oh, you'll finish that in no time. So let's.
Yeah, I'm already like 20, 30 something percent through.
Yeah, you read fast. All right, let me see. I'm actually going to take off horrifying because I read that yesterday. But let's see if we get anything good. I will say that this cover appeals to me. What's it called? Trick or Beast, maybe? Blood Moon. Not Today, Satan. Like those. This one looks cool. I don't know what it's about. Probably werewolves. The Rose, Luna. These are all ones that people suggested in the Discord. So let's see what we get. We didn't get any of the ones I sent. Okay, so The Wendigos Primal Game by X Callisto. I have no idea what that's about, but let me look it up. Wendigos Primal Game. Okay. By the way, if you are here and you're new, let's just say this is the smuttier version of Sprint, so you're going to hear lots of things. This one's a spicy hoo-cow monster romance. And it's 114 pages. Let's see. A dark paranormal romance featuring a protective Wendigo hero, lactation/nursing kink, breeding themes, primal hunt scenes, supernatural bonding, territorial claiming, size difference, and a happily ever after with pregnancy. So, it's 141 pages, not 114. So, that could be a fun time. Oh, and Zach says the Rose Lunas. Oh, okay, then we might have to remove that one because it's just so long. So that one would not fit within the SMUTELLA time page limit, whatever. Okay, let me back up on comments. We had Allie join us. Not sure why Zach's saying Kindle Library. Hello to Allie and Paulina. Currently unhauling, rearranging shelves. Send help. Yeah, that's not a fun task. I did that over the summer when it was hot, and I was miserable. Hello, Helen. Just here for some company. Well, thank you for joining. Hopefully it's entertaining company. Hi, Jean. Watching Hocus Pocus. I smell children. Paula says, "Hi, Paulina. Long time. How are you? Other than library reorganization." Hey, Helen and Jean from Paula. Nicole's popping in saying, "I'm traveling today, but I hope to read this book at some stage. Have a great day, everyone." Angie's here. Happy Sunday. Lexi got to 86%, got dinner in the oven. What's for dinner, Lexi? I'm making green, what are they called? Well, they're enchiladas, but I'm using, like, my sauce is green sauce because I use jalapenos. I don't know if that's what people normally do. I read about 75 pages that sprint. Made it to page 151 of 396 in my book. Making good progress. Sarah said, "Hello, I've been reading Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I'm somewhere around 70% and have been enjoying it, which I'm happily surprised about because I was unsure going in. I've heard great things about that book." At 41%, my Speechify was being weird and kept freezing, so I've switched to just eyeballs. Mine does that sometimes too, and then I just have to like restart it a couple times because it's like just doesn't get with it. And Hoopla will do that to me sometimes too. So I'm just like, I don't know what your problem is. I got to when the demons showed up, but mostly tried to locate some obscure books. Speed reader Sarah. Yeah, that's why when I came back, I saw you like just sitting there and I was like, oh crap, did I like miss the like timer? And we're like,
Yeah, no, I was just filling out spreadsheets and stuff on my computer.
You're good. That's why I asked you backstage. I was like, are we still on the sprint or are we in a break? Because it was also at that point where I think my breaks are set to 15 minutes long. And so I was like, did the break just start? Like, I don't know. And sometimes when I go downstairs and I'm doing something, I kind of lose track of time. And I was just like not paying attention to what time I was supposed to come back. So thank you for telling me where we were. Hello, Crystal. How was today's book? I guess if we were averaging me and Sarah's ratings, it would probably fall in a 3-star. Like, I'm probably going to give it like a 2.5. Sarah's giving it a 3.5, so a 3. But I also, again, this probably is not a book for me, so don't let my rating deter you. Want to try this. Let me see what it is. How do you say this? The Lucula Hive. The Lucula Hive is an erotic science fiction adventure tale as told by the voice logs of a biologist stranded on a world she thought was empty. She will endure extremes of peril, anomaly, and ecstasy before she can realize that the greatest surprises come from within. That tells me nothing. Zach, I would be more likely to read this book on like Wednesday or Thursday because I bought something today on Amazon. What did I buy? Oh, I bought gloves, workout gloves, because my other ones don't work anymore. They like don't strap up anymore. And I got credits for like waiting till Wednesday. So this is like a book you have to pay for. I know it's like only $1, but I was like, that's what I use my credit for, stuff I don't want to pay for. Hello to Crystal from Paula. That could be a fun time, Vanessa says apprehensively. Well, I never know what I'm getting myself into with these books, you know? Chicken bacon ranch tater tot casserole. Just took it out of the oven. That sounds tasty. Hello to Neil. Working on meal prep and listening to The Impossible Fortune. Pretty sure there's no smut in it, but hopefully that's allowed. That is a-okay. You can be here and not read smut. I just will warn you that our books do contain smut. So if we're talking about peen and boobies, that is why. One semi-interesting thing I noticed is the only other time I've heard the name Viano was for a very famous author in Finland, Viano Lina. Oh, that's too many words. I think this author might have been Nigerian, because like the one from Portal to Pleasure, because there were references to the main character being of Nigerian descent, and some of the way that the character was talking was like like I think like some of the words that they used were not English words. They were, I can't even remember what one of them started with an A.
Yeah, it says on her Goodreads profile, born and raised in Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah, because she used some different words. Like if I were gonna say, I can't even think of words now. Like, you know how sometimes people will do Spanglish, so they'll talk like Spanish and English. They'll like, that's kind of like where how she was. She was like saying certain words in, I'm a Nigerian. I don't know. And I was a little confused, so that kind of took me out the story too, because I wasn't familiar with like what she was talking about, and it wasn't explained. So I was like, what? Like, maybe I'm very bad at putting context clues together, but that's how I felt. Now I am intrigued. I need to finish a Fabling book today, though. Need to do audio as I clean. What are you thinking of using for your Fabling book, Crystal? No worries, just a suggestion. I mean, it sounds interesting. I just am like scared. Like the picture, the cover is not helpful, because it's just like, I don't even know what it is. Wood, feathers, something. I just have no idea what to expect from the Lucula Hive. Am I going to be scared? Like, what genre is it? Erotic science fiction. I'll try it.
So far, I recommend Jack My Lantern. I'm liking it.
You know what? If my next book, The Wendigos, I already forgot what it was called, The Wendigos Primal Game, if I'm going through it and I'm like, I'm having a terrible time, maybe I'll just switch over to that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the best thing ever, but it's really fast paced.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I read like 20 something percent of the book in less than like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's just so fast.
I like books like that where you're just like, dang, I'm already 20% through.
So even if it's bad, it wasn't that much time of my life.
Exactly. One episode down, 2 more to go for the day. That's awesome. Don't forget, I want pictures, Lexi. Yeah, Lexi, we want to see. Actually, I love Lexi's cooking vlogs. Like when you're just talking to us and you're cooking something. Those are fun. Paula from Paulina. Hi, I've been very busy but good. Hope you're well. Allie says, I'm not in SMUTELLA. October's my readathon break. Actually, it's kind of mine too. Like I've been very casually doing Spooktober with Rylan and Stasia. Like I'm just submitting books. I'm not like trying very hard. So whatever I read, I just put towards it. But I'm very like chill. So next month I'm going to be like ham. But prepping my TBR video for NetGalley November. Unfortunately, I have about double the amount of books I'm capable of reading in a month on my TBR. I feel that. Like, here's a slightly funny story. So I said, oh, I want to read one book for every day in November, not realizing that the bingo board has 36 spots on it. So I made a TBR of 36 books. And some of the spots actually have more books because it's like little novellas like this where they might be 100 or so pages. And I'm like, whatever, like I can knock that out. So that's, yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, but you never know. I'll try really hard. I read fan fiction. Nothing you can talk about will faze me. Who's fan fiction by? Is this the one by Robin Joe Margaret? Am I thinking of the same one? It's in your Discord, Paula, the picture. It's okay, Allie. We embrace the TBR delusions here that we do. Hi to Tennille from Paula. Yeah, I thought that the character in Portal to Pleasure was Nigerian. That's what made it slightly more interesting. The one from Finland is a man also. Yeah, I'm good with all that. I'm not against smut. I just don't read it that often. That's okay. Also, my book's about senior citizens solving a mystery, so it'd be a big surprise if there's spicy stuff. Hey, they need love too. Thank you, Muchly Lexi. Oh, wait, it's 15 pages? Because on Kindle, like on Amazon, it says 82 pages. Zach, do you want to read it first and tell me if it's worth reading? I'll read the Are you speech to texting? I'll read the Wendigo's Primal Game 2. I think that's what you meant. I do need a read now novella recommendation, preferably something like romance for that under 200 pages prompt. I recommend looking under if you're okay with erotic, like erotica, go under that category because they usually have a lot of shorter stories. Sometimes you can find like manga or graphic novels that are that short. That might work. I don't remember what I picked. I'll have to look it up, but maybe I picked like a short story collection or something. Yes, it is activated all year long, but it goes like a little haywire in November, so be prepared. Make sure you're all hydrating. Pauline says, oh, okay, now I feel really silly here. So fan fiction equals fiction written by normal people about fandoms that they're part of. I know that. I was thinking that you were talking about a book called fan fiction because I have one, but I think it's called Fan Service.
Yeah, I think there's a book called Fang Fiction.
Yeah, so I was like, are we talking about the title? So it's people writing stories with characters from like Supernatural, the show, or from Marvel movies. Yes, some of it can be quite steamy. And I don't know that I've read any fan fiction yet. I actually have not read like Ali Hazelwood's The Love Hypothesis, which I think is like Star Wars fanfic of some sort. I know there's a couple of She Who Must Not Be Named fan fictions going around. But I feel like I haven't really read a lot of fan fiction. If I have, I didn't know that I did it. I did. Hi to Pauline from Bala. Hello. Voice typing, sorry. That's okay. Sometimes when that comes up, I'm like, I'll try to make out what you're saying, but all good. A graphic novel or manga is a great idea. I would say to read it because some of it can be quite good, but it has to be taken over like half of my life. But it has also taken over like half of my life. To be honest, HP is just Star Wars. Oh. Okay.
I don't think that. I think Harry Potter is Lord of the Rings. There's a lot of comparisons that she took from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Well, this might hurt a lot of people, but I have not seen all of the Star Wars, nor do I care to. I know some of the references, but I'm not into the lore. Like, I just could never get into it. And then I did read The Hobbit many years ago when I watched those movies, but didn't get into that much either. Wasn't a Star Trek person. Yeah, it just wasn't my thing.
You're just killing me as a nerd. I love all those things.
I know, I'm so sorry. I never even made it past the fourth movie in Harry Potter. Like, even the books, like, I have no idea what happens. I'm surprised it has not been spoiled for me. That ship has sailed. I have YouTube open in a mini window, still browsing Kindle. Okay. Okay, I think I hit the end of the comments. So I'm going to go and restart this sprint because the timer kept going. And share the screen again. Okay. And we'll see you guys in about 1 hour. Happy sprinting. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How did your sprint go? I got to 23% in the Wendigo's Primal game, and I had dinner, so that's why I didn't make it any further. And so far, I'm liking it. It reminds me of Opal Rain's A Soul to Keep, because the Duskwalkers are they kind of look like Wendigos, and then like the whole premise is she's kind of like this outcast girl, and he's just going around about his own business looking for flesh to eat or whatever. But basically they're like attracted to each other, I guess, because like he's kind of lonely and she's lonely. And the only kind of odd thing is, because it's like a who cow, like a human cow situation, is that he's like sucking milk out of her. So it's kind of like, that's the weird part. I know that like some people love that, but I'm like, it's not like my cup of tea, I guess. But it's okay so far. How'd you do, Sarah?
I finished the book and I don't recommend it. It got bad.
I saw.
It got bad. I give it 2 stars because I did enjoy the beginning, but I would not recommend this to anyone.
Okay. So what was it? Jack Me Up?
Jack My Lantern.
Jack My Lantern. Okay.
It was interesting. So after that, I decided to just go back to my normal physical read, which is His to Love by Elena H. Covens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a historical romantasy with pirates. It's much better.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like the funny, weird smut is like good to just break things up from all the other stuff that we read, like the longer fiction. Yeah, sometimes like it gets a little like the smut, the shorter smut books, they get a little repetitive, and you're kind of like, all right, they're just fucking each other like a bajillion different ways, like, you know. But sometimes you just want plot.
Yeah.
Okay, let me read the comments. It's okay, we can nerd out about different things like Zelda. Yes, I agree with this one. Allie says, I won't recommend anyone watch HP, but definitely watch Star Wars because I was resistant, but they're so good. I've seen several. I have a funny story about that. I was in college, I think. Was it college? No, I was in grad school. And I think it was when I first started dating Kyle. So this was probably like almost 8 years ago. And I had like read my Roman numerals wrong, like 4 and 6. So I started with Star Wars 6, and I meant to start with Star Wars 4. And I was like, but wait, I found out the end. And he's like, you watched the wrong movie. He's like, are you explaining this one? And I was like, oh, yeah. And then I looked back at the Roman numerals, and I had switched them. So I was like, whatever. But I've watched like a couple of them, and I've seen some different, like this newer stuff that's come out. I just can't get into it. I don't know why.
But the OG trilogy is just some of the best movies ever. The prequels suck, and the new trilogy is okay, but the original one.
I tried. And then Sarah did tell us why the book was not that great. Finished Portal to Pleasure. So I'm gonna go back to Pen Pal. What'd you think about Portal to Pleasure, Paula? And I don't know if I said this earlier today, but I did finish Pen Pal, and I gave it 5 stars. Have you read it, Sarah?
Pen Pal, no.
By J.T. Geisinger.
I want to, but it's not on KU, so I have to buy it.
Oh.
And there's other books I'd rather buy, and I shouldn't be buying books at all.
Gotcha. Well, I think you would really like Pen Pal. So if it ever goes on sale, I recommend like snatching it up, or if it goes on KU, definitely read it because I think you'll like it. Like I was just like, wait a minute, what? Like I thought I knew what was gonna happen based off the synopsis, and I'm reading, I'm like, dang, I was so wrong. They got me twice, twisted twice at the end. It's crazy. Zach said, sorry, this one sucks. Super repetitive. You don't know what you're asking for conversation several times, and the claiming took forever and wasn't all that intense. I think it's written by AI. Oh. How do people know? Like obviously I know sometimes you can like tell something's written by AI, but like a story like this, like how would you know? You know? I have no idea. I mostly did chores and banking that time, but did read the first chapter of The Impossible Fortune. Very nice. Got to page 86. Don't bother reading the rest. The beginning was the best part. I mean, I'm going to continue. I'm like 25% through the book, so I don't know. I'll give it I like to complete my books. Yes, I have. Let me see if I can move you guys without breaking stuff here. Okay. Up there. Where are they at? Can you see them? There's like 2 Duskwalkers up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's from books 1 and 2. I'm waiting for them to come out with more. So, yes, I will buy them all. I've only read the first 3. Girl, I've only read the first 1, but I bought like the whole damn series. And I got Gemlin made these like little character cards of all the Duskwalkers, and I bought the whole set, and I had Opal Rain sign them all, and I was like, I just have a feeling I'm gonna be in love with your series, and I liked her book so far, so her first book so far. So I gotta keep going. Hi Patricia, hope you're well. Joined mid-sprint and read to 65% of Hot for Slayer by Allie Hazelwood, and to page 150 of How to Solve Your Own Murder. How is Hot for Slayer? I got the NetGalley for one of them, not this one. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Oh.
I only read the first 2. I gave Hot for Slayer 5 stars and Falling 3.5.
I can't even remember the title of the one I got. I can see the cover. I'm pretty sure it was blue.
Oh, Beautiful Nightmare?
Yes.
Something like that. By
Oh, yeah,
Katie Robert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave it 3 stars. Let me see. What did I say about it? Oh, okay, yeah. It was okay. It was just like mid. Like it wasn't anything special, I guess. It was just kind of Hi Patricia from Paula. I don't have a lactation kink either, but I like the weirdness in the fringe smut. Yeah, like I said, kinks are what's the word, personal. So like I'm not shaming anybody for having this kink. It's just like not something that does it for me, you know? But sometimes there are things that like in books where I can like overlook that, and maybe I know this one has a lot to do with like primal play, which usually sometimes when reading that I'm like, oh, okay, that's fun, you know? So the originals are the best. Fight me.
If we're talking about Star Wars, then yes.
I think
You are 100% correct, Paula.
Portal was around 3 stars. Okay. I'm on team. You don't have to watch the popular stuff. Lord of the Rings is the only genuinely good thing of the stuff you mentioned.
Well, Zach, we disagree on some things as we've learned in SMUTELLA, but that's good that people have differing opinions. I will continue to recommend them, though.
The audio for Pen Pal is also very good. It is. I listened to it all on audio. There's a lot of crap and filler in Star Trek and Star Wars. There's some good stuff. I guess it was written by AI because of how repetitive it is. It's the same very lame scene over and over. I gotcha. Sometimes, like, when it's a book like this and I'm listening on Speechify, unless they're saying the exact same thing over and over again, because I've had books like that where the formatting or whatever, like somebody didn't edit it very well, and it's like the chapter just repeated itself because they accidentally copy and pasted the chapter twice. So unless it's something like that, I'm not usually paying too much attention when Speechify is reading stuff to me. So that's why sometimes I'll like miss details at the very beginning. And then like if it was reading like the same scene over and over to me, I probably wouldn't notice. I would notice if it was a real audiobook, like a audio production, but when Speechify is reading it, it's just like a blob computer tone, like robotic tone. So I'm like, I'm not paying that much attention, you know? I think you'll love the whole series. I think I will too. Christina's down another Stranger Things episode. One more to go for the day. Really loving Hot for Slayer. I'm going to have to pick this one up. I actually got to meet Allie Hazelwood was it last week or the week before? And she was so funny. Like, I've gone to a lot of author events, and I think she's been like the funniest person that I've ever met. Considering it's so short, it doesn't feel too rushed. That's good. I saw she had a like a fantasy romance or something coming out. It's on NetGalley. It's like what is it called? Bound or something? It's 2 words. Let me find it. Yeah, it's called Bound. It's not 2 words. It's on the audiobooks. So it's a reluctant con artist and a professor with too many secrets are bound together in a new dark academia romance. Only available in audio.
Yeah.
And it's like 7 hours long.
I don't like when authors do that where they only make an audiobook and so you can never read it other ways.
She had another book, I think it was Two Can Play or Play or Two, something with 2. It was a video game book, and I think it's coming to like eyeball form. I don't know if it's paperback or KU or what, but it was only available in audio for the longest time. And it's so weird because it's like, why? You wrote the words, somebody had to read them.
Yeah, so just let me read it.
Because like not everybody can hear, so like that's not fair to the people who can't hear, you know?
Yeah, and I don't like audiobooks because I can't pay attention. I zone out. When people talk, especially if I'm not looking at it, like I can't listen to a podcast, but I can watch a podcast. I need to see the person.
I see. Yeah, I'm very much like the opposite where if I'm staring at something, I can't pay attention. Like even when I was in school, I couldn't do it. Like I would get so bored. But when things are being like read to me, I can do other stuff. I've always been, when I look back at my like when I was in school and stuff, I've always been a multitasker. Like I can't like just do one thing. I struggle when I just do one thing. I'll be joining you when sprints are over, Christina. And Hot for Slayer is on KU, which means I think the audio would probably be connected to it.
Yeah, I think because those are like the Amazon collections. I think that you get KU and audio for free. I think.
Mm-hmm.
If you have those.
I could have swore the other day I got some email. I can't remember who it's from now, but there was like another group of people, like romance authors.
Yeah, they announced the Christmas collection for this year.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was like people, I wouldn't say they weren't like big name authors, but they weren't like Allie Hazelwood and Katie Robert. Like they weren't those.
Well, one of them's Laura Pavlov, and I love Laura Pavlov. Yeah. So I'm excited for that one. But the other ones, I don't think I'd read anything by.
Yeah, so they're all like authors I've seen their names before. But yeah, that seems like it would be fun to read during Christmas time. And Christina gives us all the reminders. So make sure you're hydrating, feeding yourself, checking the laundry, taking your meds, stretching. Hit the like button and make sure you subscribe to everybody who is participating in SMUTELLA. And she says, in case I miss it, thanks for hosting today, Vanessa and Sarah. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Yeah, and so we have like 15 minutes till 6, which is when I wanted to end. So I don't mind just ending early. And tomorrow is the last day. I'll be going live at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So what is that your time, Sarah?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Are you awake then?
No.
Okay.
I will not be there.
I was like, I don't know what time you wake up, but I know you're not awake at like 9 a.m. So
I only am here today, was here today because I woke up early. I usually wake up around 2 in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And go to bed around 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm on Australia time.
Oh.
It's a little off Australia time.
That's okay. I have plenty of friends who live in the U.S. and they're like,
I know, but like a lot of people like you, I know, and other people sprint in the morning. I'm not up at 6 in the morning.
I know. I get up like, a lot of times I get up around 5 o'clock. Like that's probably my average. So 5 in the morning. And I just sit there in bed and like play on my phone. And I'm like, I'll just get up and like go sit at my desk and do something. Like,
yeah, I see your messages come up in like Discord and Instagram and stuff. And I'm like, you're getting up for the day. And I'm just looking at my phone before bed.
Yeah. Or sometimes I think like last night I was actually having a lot of trouble sleeping. I don't know why. Like I just I think I was like anxious about like physiologically just anxious and I don't know why. But yeah, I just couldn't sleep very well. So like I'll just be on my phone at 2 a.m. I know it's not good. Like it keeps me awake.
Yeah.
But I was like, I tried laying there. And then when I was like, okay, I'm laying here and nothing's happening, like I just start playing on my phone. But yeah, sometimes I'll text people back at 2 a.m. and they're like, what are you doing awake? And I'm like, texting you. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be live at 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. And it's the last day because tomorrow I have like a HOA meeting in the evening, so I can't do sprints and stuff. And then Coda's about to sprint in like 15, maybe 20 minutes. He's fashionably late, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's 5 p.m. in British time tomorrow because they are now 4 hours ahead. It's weird because they just switched over to their daylight savings time or whatever. So now instead of 5, it's 4. And we're about to switch to ours in the beginning of November, I think. So then it'll be back to 5. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so confusing. So here's the link. Tomorrow we're going to be reading Jacked Up by Latrexa Nova. And if you like her book, she's got a ton of other Halloween-y stuff because she is like the queen of Halloween smut. So if you want to come join us, actually, me and Bree are doing an interview on Tuesday with her in the evening, so 8:30 p.m. That's all on my channel already. Sarah, anything that you want to plug for yourself before we go for today?
I have a video coming out on Tuesday, which is my November TBR, not NetGelly, just other books. And I will be on Brooklyn's regular sprints tomorrow, and I have sprints of my own on Tuesday evening.
Woohoo! Exciting. So lots of fun things to look forward to with Sarah. And then let's see, Allie says trying to figure out when I should do my first ever sprint on my channel. Just pick a day and go with it, you know, whatever works for you. And Christina's like, Allie, eyeballs. Time zone math does suck. Yes. Sometimes I have to go look at the sprint spreadsheet to be like, just what time is it in Australia? Yep, we switch on the 2nd. I will for sure whenever the schedule comes out, deciding if I want to do one this week too. And Paula's offering, if you want to guess so you're not alone, just message. Yeah, it's always like nice to have a friend around if you're like nervous, or even like joining other people first before you host your own, like, you know, just kind of getting the nervous jitters out.
Yeah, because Ali, weren't you on someone's sprints the other day? I think she was on someone's. Was it Nicole and Kodo?
I think so. I feel like I remember seeing her somewhere, but I also did just watch your video, so that's where I saw you too. So I joined a couple others, and I don't get nervous. Yeah, it's different when you're hosting, right? Like, because when you're like in Sarah's position right now, she's just like, I'm sitting here, you know, and just like, I don't have to click on anything. I don't have to host anything. Like, I'm just.
Yeah, it's like whenever you're not hosting, you can just sit there, especially the more people, just sit there and you don't talk that much sometimes if you're not good at yelling over people, or you can just sit there, whereas hosting, you're in the position to be like, so what did you read? What do you think?
Yeah.
And it can be like everyone looks to you. It's your channel.
Right. And I would say like, I feel like I never run out of stuff to really talk about because just I can yap on about all kinds of stuff. And sometimes I just get nervous about like, am I talking too much? But I would say just have like a bunch of topics that if like nobody ever shows up to your stream, right? Because that happened to me like in the very beginning when I started, like I was new and like nobody knew me yet. I would just be talking about stuff like, how's my day going? What am I reading? What am I doing? You know, just something that bothered me. People want tea all the time, you know, like I talk about work shit all the time and I'm like, I should be careful. What if one of my coworkers is on here?
Yeah, Lexi from Lexi Rose Reads, her stories from work are always the best.
Yep. Allie was with Nicole and Coda. Yep. Okay, perfect. That is where we saw her. I'm autistic and don't ever feel embarrassment or anything. Very foreign to me. Well, I hope that whatever day you pick, it goes really well. It's all good, Allie. I have no shame or filters. You're in good company.
I have a bad combination of I have no filter, but I feel embarrassment and shame and self-conscious.
Aww.
But I can't help it.
Aww. I would definitely say, like, sometimes I will overthink, like, something. Like, did I come off wrong saying that? And if I do feel that way, I usually will go, like, message them. I'll be like, so I said blah, 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 and, like, I don't want you to take it the wrong way. Like, sometimes when I'm, like, on stream, I can't think of, like, an appropriate way to say something. I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody. That's, like, not what I'm trying to do. But, like, sometimes I feel like my brain is not working and I don't know how to say something.
Yeah.
Christina, filters are for making coffee. That's a good joke. But yeah, Allie, whatever day you pick, I hope that it goes really well and hopefully I can join and support you and stuff like that.
Yeah, if it's in the evening, I'll try and be there, at least in the comments. If it's in the morning, I probably won't be, but I'll still be supporting you.
I know I'm like the opposite from Sarah, where I'm like, if it's in the morning, I probably can like hang out and chat. But if it's in the evening, I'm usually off the computer trying to like do other stuff with Kyle.
Well, that way you'll have one of us there in the comments or on screen or something.
Lucky for you, I have lots of filters. I know, I have to live with myself with coffee. If it's in the morning, I'll be avoiding work. I get that. All right, well, I'm going to end here. Kyle and I are going to go walk Daisy. And we'll see you tomorrow for sprints at 1 p.m. Eastern. But thank you again for joining me today, Sarah. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Treating every night like the last.